The billionaire leaned back in his chair, believing the plus-size waitress couldn't possibly understand a word he was saying. Smirking toward his business partners, he muttered an insulting remark in Arabic, mocking her appearance and laughing as the others awkwardly looked away. The waitress calmly placed his coffee on the table, smiled politely, and began replying in flawless Arabic. The laughter disappeared instantly. Then she looked him in the eyes and quietly called him a coward, not because he had insulted her, but because he had hidden behind a language he assumed she would never understand. The entire restaurant fell silent, and what happened next changed far more than one man's pride. If you believe respect matters more than wealth, kindness is stronger than prejudice, and everyone deserves to be treated with dignity, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and subscribe to our channel for more emotional stories that remind us what truly matters. 46-year-old billionaire Adrian Caldwell had built a global investment empire through intelligence, confidence, and relentless determination. His business instincts were legendary, but years of success had slowly convinced him that very few people could surprise him. He judged people quickly, often by their clothes, accents, or professions, believing first impressions revealed everything he needed to know. Working at the elegant Riverside Cafe was 31-year-old Hannah Foster. Hannah had heard every cruel joke imaginable about her appearance. Growing up, classmates mocked her weight, strangers offered unwanted opinions, and customers sometimes assumed she lacked confidence simply because she didn't fit society's expectations. Yet beneath her warm smile was an extraordinary mind. Years earlier, Hannah had earned a degree in linguistics. She spoke English, French, Spanish, German, and Arabic fluently after spending several years helping refugee families settle into new communities. Financial hardship following her father's illness forced her to postpone her dream career, so she accepted work at the cafe to support her family while continuing to study languages every evening. One bright afternoon, Adrian arrived with several international investors to discuss a major partnership. Everything about the meeting reflected luxury. Expensive watches. Tailored suits. Private security waiting outside. Hannah greeted every guest with the same genuine kindness she showed everyone else. As she served coffee, Adrian glanced toward her before quietly making a remark in Arabic to the men beside him. He joked that the restaurant should hire people who looked more presentable, and laughed that someone with her appearance could never represent elegance. One guest smiled uncomfortably. Another lowered his eyes. Hannah heard every word. Instead of reacting with anger, she finished placing the coffee cups on the table. Then, in calm and elegant Arabic, she thanked Adrian for his patience, wished everyone a successful meeting, and gently added that true confidence never requires humiliating someone who cannot defend themselves. Finally, she looked directly at Adrian and softly said that courage speaks respectfully in every language, while cowardice hides behind words people are not expected to understand. The room became completely silent. The investors stared at Adrian. No one laughed anymore. For the first time in many years, he found himself unable to answer. The meeting continued, but the atmosphere had completely changed. During a break, one of the foreign investors quietly approached Hannah and complimented her remarkable fluency. He later mentioned to Adrian that respect for people was one of the qualities his company valued most when choosing long-term partners. Those words remained in Adrian's mind for the rest of the afternoon. After the meeting ended, Adrian asked to speak with Hannah privately. He admitted that he had assumed she would never understand him. He apologized sincerely for both his words and the arrogance behind them. Hannah accepted the apology but gently explained that the deepest wounds often came not from insults themselves, but from the belief that some people were invisible. She told him every person deserved dignity, whether they were serving coffee, cleaning tables, or leading a multinational company. Her honesty humbled him. Weeks later, Adrian quietly returned to the cafe. Not for another business meeting. Simply to thank Hannah again. During their conversation, he learned about her unfinished dream of becoming a professional interpreter and cultural advisor. Rather than offering charity, Adrian introduced her to several non-profit organizations and international companies searching for multilingual professionals. Within months, Hannah accepted a position helping hospitals, schools, and humanitarian organizations communicate with families from different cultures. Her ability to build understanding transformed countless lives. Adrian also changed. He introduced leadership workshops throughout his company focused on respectful communication, cultural awareness, and unconscious bias. Executives were encouraged to judge people by character, integrity, and ability rather than appearance or job titles. The changes improved employee morale and strengthened partnerships across the world. Years later, Adrian attended an international conference where Hannah stood on stage interpreting speeches between world leaders, humanitarian organizations, and business executives. Listening to her calm voice move effortlessly between languages, he smiled quietly. The waitress he had once underestimated had become one of the most respected professionals in the room. Not because she had embarrassed him. Because she had chosen dignity instead of revenge. Before this story comes to an end, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever surprised someone who underestimated you? Please leave a meaningful comment below because your experience may inspire someone else to believe in themselves. As another warm afternoon sunlight filled the conference hall, Adrian reflected on the lesson that had changed his life. Wealth could buy influence, but it could never buy character. Hannah's greatest strength had never been the number of languages she spoke. It was the grace with which she responded to disrespect. Sometimes the most powerful answer to cruelty is calm confidence, because true dignity speaks louder than any insult. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another emotional journey. Remember, never assume you know someone's worth by looking at them. The person you underestimate today may teach you the most important lesson of your life tomorrow.